I do not understand why on the other stuff, when I play the intro and I have my face up, it takes my face down to after the intro is over. Except when I play this. It don't take my face down, and I got to take myself off and put myself back on. I guess I got to make a new intro. Anyway, well, people, this is a special Pro Wrestling Smoke. This is not a part of this is actually a two-part, but this is not a part of the Minfo. This is actually a special one because the episode where I'm going to discuss the king and queen of the ring, I'm going to do that in another episode, which I'm going to record later. This deserves a complete episode to itself. And what this episode is about, what I'm reviewing today. ASE Wrestling. Yeah, people. ASE. Yeah. Return of the King. Great freaking show. So, let me get these intro out the way. Welcome to Pro Wrestling Smoke Special Edition. As I review ASE Pro Wrestling's big event, Return of the King. Okay, people? Now, for some of you people that don't know what ASE Wrestling is, ASE Wrestling is a part of the North Carolina indie scene. Okay? Now, when I had another podcast that I tried to do, which was called Bull City Pro, my whole thing was to talk about, discuss the North Carolina indie scene, which at one point was very deep. Not as great as it is now, but deep. We had CWF Mid-Atlantic, Pro Wrestling Experience. We had a couple of promotions all through the area, right? Okay. And, by the way, Pro Wrestling Smoke is brought to you by two wonderful sponsors, Pass That Apparel and SmokeKind.com. You feel me? King of TCH. Y'all know what it is. Let's get to it. So, ASE started up last year. It is ran by pro wrestler Darius Lockhart. Now, for some of y'all know who Darius Lockhart is, let me give you a brief background. Darius Lockhart is one of the top standouts in North Carolina. Back in, I say what? God, when? Well before. I don't even want to even go into the years. But the big four back in the day was Darius Lockhart, Cedric Alexander, Trevor Lee. And there was one other person that I could think of. Ethan Case, actually, because he was a beast. And these were the guys that we was expecting to just blow up, just blow up. Of course, Cedric Alexander, he went to Ring of Honor, then eventually went to WWE and so forth. There's Lockhart. Y'all saw him pretty much on the NWA. You know what I'm saying? The Revolutionary. He started doing that stick and gimmick, you know what I'm saying, right around the time we went to the NWA. When NWA, when they first began, when you had Jim Cornette there, and when Billy Corgan bought the company. Okay. He is the owner and operator of ASE Wrestling. Now, ASE Wrestling, which means is a greeting, and an African greeting. Promotes, books, black professional wrestling. The whole roster is black folks. So in other words, the only white people you're going to see on your TV screen when you watch ASE is in the crowd. Okay, there was a bunch of white people there. And Darius Lockhart was recently on Busted Open with Mark Henry. And a lot of the old heads, a lot of the black legends have blessed Darius Lockhart when it comes to this wrestling promotion. You feel what I'm saying? Because let's be real, we have never had an all-black wrestling promotion. We never had an all-black wrestling promotion that highlights and makes it a point to book, push black professional wrestlers. We even have, yes, an African-American title, the Pan-African Diaspora World title, which is currently held by Suge D. Y'all know him as Pineapple Pete from AEW, which we'll get to him in a minute. So they've been having a bunch of shows. They have a beautiful world title. Hold on, I want to pull that fucker up. I want y'all to see this shit. Hold on, let me pull this up. Say, Vaseline title. I want y'all to take a look at this damn belt, okay? You better take a look at this damn belt. Here we go. Let's take a look at this belt. This is a beautiful fucking belt, okay? Hands down, this is the best looking belt in all of pro wrestling. I don't give you say what you want. Say what you want. This belt is one of the prettiest belts in the game. You feel me? I'm not even going to front. I'm saying this. Oh, let me get off this shirt because it's hot in here. Darius Lockhart, y'all need to go ahead and put that belt and sell it with some replicas. I'm just saying, I would buy this belt, people. You feel me? I would buy this belt. Damn, okay. I would buy this belt. I'm just saying, okay? So they've been doing shows for the longest. Now, y'all know I always talk about Deadlock Pro, and I mentioned ASE. So they had a live show, which was done on YouTube. Let me make this clear. From top to bottom, one of the best indie shows I have seen. You feel me? And it was a very good show. Also, ASE happens to book some of AEW's talent, TNA's talent, and so forth. Cedric Alexander was on this show. Caprice Coleman, he is the commissioner and everything. And they're right now in the process of crowning their first women's champion. You know what I'm saying? Which apparently, Jazz, who also runs NWA Texas, is one of the, I guess, ladies that are booking this, right? Actually was a referee tonight. And I had a lot of interesting questions because it's interesting that I saw a lot of NWA influence, which made me wonder, would the great Billy Corrigan make ASE a part of NWA? And would it be a good idea for them to be a part of NWA? Because that means that what makes y'all great is that all y'all deal with is black wrestlers, which means the NWA might want you to put some white wrestlers in there, and I don't know, it kind of takes the sting off it. I love the fact that we see nothing but black folk. Black ladies, black men, black commentators, and so forth, right? So first off, the commentary. The commentators was Chris Lea, Lea, and some of y'all people may know this name and know her sexy ass, Cedric Alexander's wonderful wife, Big Swole. Okay, first of all, No disrespect, said your ass ain't having to watch this. Nigga, you were the luckiest man in the world that got that to go home to, bro. Big Swole is fucking drop dead gorgeous. She is so goddamn sexy. It makes no fucking sense. Gosh, you were looking like a snack tonight. I'm just saying. You feel me? Commentary was on point. I love the commentary. I love the play-by-play by Chris Laird. The comedy, the shit talking by Big Swole. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna front. I would love to hear her on the big stage. I love to hear her on AEW as a commentator. You know what I'm saying? Or even TNA or any of that. Or even MLW, which I don't think Cora Bryant would do it, but she's a great color commentator. She kept me entertained. And I laughed my ass off because she is funny. I see why she does comedy. I'm not mad at her. I would love to go see her comedy show. I want to send a shout out to my little sister, Nadia Hunter, who has a best place in my heart because her grandmother lived next door to me when I lived in 22 Wine Place and was a good friend of my mother's. I know her Aunt Misha, who is drop dead gorgeous. We know the family, you know. And she is a great ring announcer. That voice projects, bruh. I see why Deadlock Pro uses her. I see why Ashe uses her. I would love to see her on the big stage as well. There's a lot of motherfuckers that need to be on the big stages on this show. Okay. The atmosphere was off the chain. One thing I can say about independent wrestling, a lot of these independent shows be packed. Now, they may not have 10,000 people. They may not have 2,000. But goddamn, wherever building they in, that bitch is packed. And it was lit. I really want to go to one of their shows. Look, Darius, I understand you love being in Charlotte. Can you come to fucking Durham, please? Just come to Durham. One time. Just come to Durham. I mean, y'all went to fucking Greensboro. Why can't you come to Durham? Jesus. But anyway, it was lit. Slingshots were like it was a whole lot of fun. And like I said, the crowd was just off the chain. You feel me? I'm going to say some names. Some of them y'all may not know. You feel me? And I'm going to look up some names just to make sure that I can get the names right because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? How can I put this? I want to make sure I got everybody's name right, man. Because I want to do this right. You feel me? Because there's some cats that were like straight up off the chain. I'm just being honest. So, well, where can I begin? Well, actually, we're going to go with, of course, let's just go with the main event. Let's start the main event. That's what I'm going to start with. The main event was for the Ashe heavyweight title, the men's title, which is held by Darius Carter. Now, for some of y'all know who Darius Carter is. Darius Carter was 148 on the top, the PWI's top 500. He has won one of the top indie tournaments for ECWA, their Super 8. He has a couple of times that he holds as of right now. For my English people, he is the American black version of Spike Trevay. Okay. When I first saw Darius Carter on the first Ashe show, I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? You know, he came out, he had a little mask, he had his jacket, and his first match was against John Grissom. The Octopus. 4-star match. He needs to be on one of these big TV screens. Promo skills, Damn good. Wrestling skills, damn good. Understand, Darius Carter, I don't know how old he is, but dude's a monster, right? He defended the title against the owner and founder, Darius Lockhart. They have right now been going back and forth for the past year. What have you. The storyline is they had an 8-man tournament, which I think was in March, which Darius Carter was not a part of. Somehow got his way into the tournament and cheated his way through to win it. Like a great legend, I can't think of the name of it, and Jim Cornette said what this legend said: cheat to win, cheat when you're losing, no matter what, cheat. So he went against Darius Lockhart in a very great match, back and forth, with pretty much Darius Carter kind of dominating, working on the arm. Both of them was working on each other's arm. Darius Carter, what I like about him is he do shit that you don't see before. Like, he somehow got Darius Lockhart to low blow his damn self when he did an arm move that he pulled between his legs. Darius Carter's physical. It's like, I'm gonna be real with you. It wouldn't surprise me if, no, he's the black version of Steven Regal. That's how technically sound he is as a wrestler. This match, in my opinion, was 4.5 stars. I don't know what Dave Meltzer gave it, but trust me, it was 4.5 stars. You need to go check out this main event. This shit was good. I'm about to go watch it again after I get off of here. You feel me? It was that good of a match. I think it was about, 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. Physical, good paced, The selling was phenomenal. Commentated phenomenal. So, Darius Carter, who is known as the All-Father, won with the help of, I think what he said, Marvin Rembrandt, whatever his name is. Now, Rembrandt, which is funny because I was like, wait a minute, that ain't sound familiar. When I looked at him, he used to wrestle on Memphis Wrestling. He actually was a part of the Righteous Path. So he made his debut on ASE tonight. And he helped Darius Carter win by bringing out a suitcase. And when the referee wasn't looking, and Lockhart had Carter pinned in a roll-up. When Carter kicked out, he pushed Darius Lockhart forward. He gets hit with the suitcase, and the rest is history, right? Oh, and I love Darius Carter's finish maneuver because it's kind of like the stroke, but he puts you in a Cobra clutch type situation and drops you face to face. Never seen this shit. That's why I said, go watch Darius Carter. He do shit that everybody don't do. He got heat. Motherfuckers were throwing shit in the ring. Okay? So after winning the match, him and Rembrandt was about to basically decimate Darius Lockhart until Billy Dixon, who is a friend of Darius Lockhart and a longtime rival of Darius Carter. In the past season, they had a very, very physical match. I think it was a last man standing match, come to think about it, on ASE, where Darius Carter beat him. And for what I see is Billy Dixon will be facing at some point Darius Carter for the ASE title. Now, let's have the convo. Should Darius Carter had lost to Darius Lockhart? Okay. Because it's funny, they have a joke. Darius Carter calls Darius Lockhart Darius number 2. I love it. No. See, if he's your inaugural champion, the inaugural champion needs to have a long run to establish this title, to make that title mean something when he finally drops it. So I'm not expecting Darius Carter to drop that belt no time. I expect a good match between him and Billy Dixon, but I don't see Billy Dixon winning it. Darius Lockhart, I was not surprised that he didn't win tonight because he really don't need to win. It's kind of like you need Darius Carter to hold the belt at least for a couple more months or at least till next year to establish this belt. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, for example, even though we don't really talk as much about the Ring of Honor Women's title, when Athena finally loses that belt, it's really gonna make noise. Cause look how long she done had it. When Roman Reigns lost to Cody, it really meant something because look how long the man had the belt. You feel me? Same thing when Gunther lost the Intercontinental title. You need your inaugural champion to have that belt to establish it, to establish how important it is. You feel me? So, to me, Darius Carter is doing a great job carrying the culture, being the champion for the culture, and he's a heel. You know, now I would love to see, I would love to see him establish a clique. I saw that, I think Owen Knight. I think that was Owen Knight or it was Rembrandt. I don't know who it was that stepped to Darius Carter. I got to go back and look. I would like to see him establish a clique. No, seriously. I would love to see him establish a clique. Now, wherever that clique should have Cedric Alexander, which I will get to in a minute, I would love to see Cedric Alexander part of that clique, but see, here's the problem. Cedric Alexander is now with TNA, so I don't know how much longer he's going to be wrestling for ASE. Then again, he might have went with TNA because TNA might allow him to be able to go wrestle with other indie promotions because I still see him getting booked with Deadlock Pro. So we will see. I hope he sticks around. Okay. So the main event was on fire. Now let's talk about the rest of it. Let's move on to the rest of the show. Now we had the women's tournament. Okay. Now, before we go any further, Kara Hogan supposed to be in this tournament. I don't know if she was injured, she was double booked, or what have you. She was not able to attend the show. Okay. So what the match supposed to be, let me sit here and find out. And there was another guy by the name of Frontman Jai. He supposed to been going against Diego Hill, which we'll get to him in Diego Hill in a second, because Diego Hill just got signed last night by MLW. Yeah. You know, after having a match against Cosito, which was a barn burner. So now let's get to it. Hold on. I got to give y'all some, I'm about to read this motherfucker up. Let's go. Now, the match supposed to be the sexy Faye Jackson. Well, it was Faye Jackson, Karen Bam Bam Renee. It was one of the matches. And and who was the other one? Oh, and then it was supposed to be Kara Hogan versus Jocelyn Navarro. Okay. And the first women's match was supposed to be in these two. But what happened was apparently Kara Hogan, who I was predicted to become the first ASE Women's Champion, was not able to make it. So, okay. So, right before the match, Jocelyn comes out. She gets in the ring, of course. They tell us about what I love about. Hold on. Let me pull myself in real quick. What I love about Chris Lee is that he gave you a background about each of the wrestlers as it came out. That's what I love about commentators, that he didn't pretend like other commentators on other shows that you automatically know. He acted as if you was dumb as fuck, which many of us are, because we probably never heard of some of these people, and he made sure that you understood who the fuck they were. He told us about how Shorty got in a car accident, how Shorty was a Star Trek athlete who, after coming back from that car accident and injury, said, I want to become a professional wrestler. And is a number one contender for the Pan-African Diaspora World Heavyweight Championship, which I will get to in a second. Because that match was fucking a barn burner. Okay? We'll get to that in a second. So, now, Kara, we're going to go here. So, Kara Hogan was not able to make it. So, one of the new TNA ladies, I got to think of her name. Hold on. Give me 1 second. We're going to find it. I'm getting this all together because I don't give a damn, okay, people? What's her freaking name? I'm about to find her. I cannot think of her name. Stone. God. Josie Stone. I think that's her name. Hold on. I'm going to get this right. Okay. Hold on. We about to find out real quick. I know y'all sitting there like, what the hell, dude? Wait. I don't understand. Why are you tripping, bud? Let me see here. I'm about to find out who she is. Hold on. I'm about to find her name. Jada Stone, sexy thick tail. She is currently one of the new TNA knockouts. She was just in the, I think it was a TNA knockout last Thursday, Battle Royal to decide the number one contender. So anyway, as y'all can sit there and look and continue to look, let me go back. Let me come back out here again. So she comes out begging Caprice Coleman to play in the match. Now, mind you, she already had a qualifying match and got into the semifinals, right? The semifinals. He kept telling her you can't do it. Now, she was doing it for her friend Carol Hogan, so if she wins, Carol Hogan can remain in the tournament. He said, I already got someone to replace her. And who was it? Former TNA knockout, baddie, beast, gorgeous, sexy Amazon, Savannah Evans. Okay? This is a pretty good match. I give it 3 stars. Very good match. Savannah showed her power, and Miss Navarro, she got some strong, she can strike. It was a stiff match, okay? It was a stiff match. I take that back. I give it 3.5. It was stiff. Only way I give it 3.5 because it felt like they didn't have a lot of chemistry because it probably was last minute. But I kind of like that because it made it more real. It didn't feel choreographed. So Savannah Evans wins. You know what I'm saying? And she moves on to the next round. Now, back here. Next up, on the other end, we had, now I'm going to be real with you people. This was my favorite match, but it wasn't the best match. It probably wasn't even the best. Out of all the matches, it was, I'm not even going to disrespect my baby, Faye Jackson, and my new wifey in my head, Karen Bam Bam Renee. It wasn't the greatest match, but it definitely was entertaining. Okay, people? Actually, if you want to be technical about it, the MVP of this match was Big Swole. Because Big Swole was okay. Is it safe to say that Big Swole like women? Because this match wasn't long. It was a little heavy hitting. Also, happy birthday to Faye Jackson. Look, I have a huge crush on Faye Jackson. Alex Kane. I mean, no disrespect, because I don't feel like getting, body slammed if you ever see me. But your woman gorgeous, nigga. I've been wanting that since 2016. That booty is wow. You know what I'm saying? I had to show him I got the partner upstairs up. But anyway, the match had Jazz as the referee. Bam Bam won. Okay, and she's a good-looking woman. Now, the highlight of the match was somehow Bam Bam and Faye Jackson ended up over at the announcer booth. And the security guy got pushed out the way. And Bam Bam Renee set on Big Swole as Faye Jackson was twerking, giving Bam Bam a lap dance. At the same time, Big Swole was underneath both of them. And Big Swole was like, look, I'm sorry. I got to, look, I'm sorry. Please don't flag me. Hey, look. Hey, Darius, I'm going to find this, dog. We ain't gonna do this. I got to show them this, because, dog, this was the show of the night. Hold on. I'm going to pull this up. I got to shut down water again. Y'all just got to wait for a minute. Hold on. Y'all going to barrel me today, goddammit. For your goddamn self. We're going to watch a little bit of this show. We going to go right here. Hold on. We're going to watch this per segment. This is why this is my favorite match of the night. This is the reason why it's my favorite match of the night. And it wasn't the best match, but it was my favorite. Because I'm sorry, I love big girls. I like big titties and big asses. I'm a pervert. There you go. Hey, I did fucking porn. Deal with it. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Do not flag my shit, Darius. Number 2. Do not. Let's go.
Our dreams, baby. Yes. She said, Jazz. Look at all that ass. My goodness. Stick'em.
I got to fast forward a little bit.
Special shout out to whoever made this chair.
Hold on.
Respectfully. If they come over here one more time,
I got
focus on your opponent at all times.
In the upper hand versus Faye Jackson.
Yeah, I ain't no front. They were physical. And Miss Bam Bam, you gorgeous.
Irish whip reversal.
But between my baby Faye, though.
Oh. Faye with the big spot. Oh, wait a second.
Here we go.
Women
Here we
slapping meats.
What's going to go? Oh!
I wish that was me.
Hey, can we?
Karen.
Hot tag.
I wish that was me.
One tag me.
Right, please.
Oh,
my
Lord
God.
Jesus.
Hold on. Here's the part. Let's go.
God. Look
Pay
at that
attention.
ass.
And listen to Big Swole.
Yes.
I'm shutting up.
Can we get more of that? Big dogs over here. Oh my goodness. She got me hot over here. Where them fans at? Oh yeah, come over here.
Wait.
That's what I want.
Oh!
Stepped on the ass.
Wait, whoa.
Oh no! Oh Lord!
Oh, look. My man getting twerked.
What is happening?
Show that. Did y'all see how she moved her over off the other dude and threw her on Swole? Let's go.
Oh, what's happening? What is happening?
Don't help me.
What is happening?
Don't help me.
Oh!
Don't help me.
Did you see Swole? Big Swole, I love you, baby. That's why you my wife in my head. I'm sorry. That's something that my partner Tisha would have done. Did y'all let's go back? Hold on, we gotta see it again. I'm sorry. Let's see it. Hold on. Go back just a little bit. Hold on. I gotta go, man. Hold on.
Not getting
Move him out the way.
What is happening?
Watch this, Swole.
What is happening? What is happening?
Don't help me.
Oh!
And she's slapping Nate Jackson's ass. Look at she's trying to grab it.
I got to touch it. I got to touch it.
Get your ass back.
I got to touch it. I got to touch it. Oh. Are you all right? Oh. I want to give a special shout out to whoever made this chair. I didn't. They almost had my bits out. Jazz, do your job. Respectfully.
Oh my God. Stop playing, people. Stop playing. I got to go to this shit live, man. So, Karen Bam Bam won. She's moving on. And in the words, modified of Booker T, that was no water, no bread, just cheeks. I'm just saying. So now we got, I don't know, I think at the end of it though, Miss Karen Renee Bam Bam did the Rikishi squash off the top rope, the same thing that Nia Jax did. And she continued to do it until Savannah Evans came out to stop her. And I think they're going to meet in the next round. I think that match is going to be a little bit more serious. You feel me? I think that match is going to be way, way more serious than this one was. I think this one was all in fun. I don't think that even Faye Jackson wanted to move on to the next round. But let me tell you something, man. Them were two gorgeous, beautiful big girls, please. And I don't want to hear nobody talking about something that's messed up. All you see is that they're good looking. No, Faye Jackson can go. Hold on. Let me put some respect on this woman's name. Faye Jackson is one of the best women female wrestlers in this area. I do not understand why she never got an opportunity in WWE. I never understood why she never got a chance in AEW. And MLW, you got her being the side piece to Alex Stone. She need to be in the women's division, wrestling. She's that good. Don't let the comedy and the twerking fool you. She can go with the best of them. You feel me? Understand that. So there you go. Now, y'all got me, these girls got me in here goddamn sweating, boy. All this sexiness in the goddamn building. Big Swole, goddamn Faye Jackson. Shit, I need to cool off for a goddamn minute. Shit. Motherfuckers. You sexy motherfuckers. But anyway, let's get back to it. So, some of the other match, let's see. So, of course, we got some more matches I had to talk about. Now, Diego Hill supposed to win against Frontman Jai. I never seen him. I was looking forward to see who he was. Diego Hill, I saw last night, and I've been hearing this name a whole lot. Well, Frontman Jai wasn't able to make the match, so the replacement was Bishop Khan. For some of you people that don't know who Bishop Khan is, which I don't know how the fuck y'all don't know how that big monster who he is. And hold on, wait a second. I got to do his shit. I know he do that shit. We do that clap. He is a part of the Gates of Agony from AEW. And he had a match against Diego Hill. This match was good, bro. Back and forth, great match. 4 stars. 4 stars, people. I am just saying this. 4 stars. Okay? Bishop, as a singles, he's going to be the standout of the Gates of Agony. He has to look, he has to build. He's spiritually new with the pedigree, and he got a good talk game. So He is eyeing the Pan-African Diaspora World title. He said it's his birthright because he's from Africa. Okay. So, which he will appear later on that night. We'll get to that in a second also. Now, also we had by the way, yes, Bishop Khan won. He defeated Diego Hill. Okay. Now, what we got here? One of the other matches is Owen Knight versus Darren Bingston. He is the black version of Jeff Hardy. He is wrestled over in England, and I saw a great package that they had. And Knight actually had a match against Bingston, and I think he hurt him after the match was over. They had a very good match, back and forth. If I had to give it three and a half stars to 4. Good back and forth match. Owen Knight outsmarted the referee. The referee had his back turned. During Bingston was about to do a move on top rope. He gives him a low blow, and he does a killer ass move off the top rope. Hold on, something. Let's show a little bit. Hold on, I'm gonna go see. Let's find this. I'm going to find it real quick. You're going to watch a little bit the last part of this match, so let's go with it. Like I said, do not, because I'm going to do this on YouTube, not flag my shit, please. Thank you. Let's go.
It's like he doesn't really want to hurt him. He just wants to embarrass him, it feels.
Yes. Owen Knight is the type of man who will talk crap and then cut you down in front of your family.
Look at this, three big chops from Darian Bingston. Moves out the way as Knight, back elbow, and a forearm. What a combination.
Saito suplex.
And that was a perfect one. Dropped him on the top of his back. One.
High and tight.
You about to see it.
When your chest has been chopped, when you've been hit in the midsection, this might be it. 1, 2.
He almost had
it. Going for it again. 1, 2. Oh, my goodness.
One more, and that'll do it. Keep going, Darian.
In succession, he almost had it over with at that point.
It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky.
If you look at the eyes of Owen Knight, he doesn't know what hit him right there.
I know what hit him. A bing.
Look at that big dive from Darian Bingston over to Owen Knight.
Okay.
He's a fucking beast.
Hilo.
Now he just needs to try to finish it.
Now, what you pay attention?
Hold on, listen to the crowd, baby. Get on him.
What you pay attention? Love the ending to this match.
Wait a second. He's grabbing the microphone again. Darian Bingston going up to the top.
Throws the mic. Look how smart that was. Watch this. Low blow.
Oh! The low blow. And the ref.
Look at the face of Mr. Owen Knight. He's like, ooh, look what I did. Did I cheat?
Mike didn't see it.
He may be bald, but he's smart.
I love the picture.
I mean, he's got a lot of sunshine that can go directly inside of that scalp. to feed that brain.
Yeah,
And there he goes. Fireman's carry off the middle rope. Oh, my goodness.
Off the top rope, ladies.
And that's a sit out.
Sit out.
1, 2.
Well. I had to show you because I couldn't explain this shit myself. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't explain what he did. But that was a good match. I'm smelling a third match. If you ask me, they should do a no disqualification. In my opinion, they should do a no disqualification because of the low blow. Because when you have a third match in the series, where it's become this personal, and the face got injured, the third match should be a very brutal and physical match. I want to see a falls count anywhere. I want to see a no disqualification. I want to see something that is going to end this rivalry on a high note. That's just my opinion. You feel me? So now, to me, the match of the night, I got to find these guys. Hold on. Let me see. We're about to go to see, trying to find. Here we are. This match here was a great 6-man no DQ match. This was the Ugly Gang, which was, damn it, let's see. I think they got all their names. Jordan Holt, Zay Vigor. No, that hits him. Hold on. Joe Black. Oh, yeah. Zay Vigor and the Cream Pie Poppy. The Cream Pie Poppy, who has a song, which I actually like. The Ugly Gang against Trevor Ion, who is considered the devil. Joe Black, who has been a North Carolina independent standout for years. And this big 6'8" monster that has been wrestling in Japan known as No. Okay, people? This match to me was, this match was, fuck it, I say it, 5 stars. I'll fight your ass over that shit. Let's come back. I'll fight your ass over that shit. It was 5 stars. Very good 6-man no DQ match. They were all over the place. It was physical. You had the chairs, you had the tables, you had the trash cans, back and forth. I love the battle between No and the Cream Pie Poppy. 6'5" versus 6'8". It was a harsh fight. I wish my man Booker T was there to say, no water, no bread, just meat. Because that's what we saw with these two big dudes. Actually, I would love to see them go at it again in a one-on-one match. Make it happen, Darius. We need to see that. We need to see the big boys go at it. Because the chemistry between these two was beautiful. I love when they were hitting each other with the cook sheets, and they were dope selling like a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Then Joe Black wanted to interfere, he hit him, and then Cream Pie Poppy hit him with the same. Oh, he just fell out. You know. At the end of it, the Ugly Gang won. But at the end of it, we have a tag match that got set up. Now, I can't think of the guy's name. One of the guys is known as Treehouse. I saw him. He was on ASE last season. And he has a brother who his gimmick is he's a black Muslim type militant. And they're called the Audacity. Okay, first of all, I love the fact that they're named the Audacity. Let's begin there. I like the fact they are called the Audacity. So my man comes out to Musselwood and he's talking shit like, y'all just slaves. Y'all call yourself ugly, yada, 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 yada. Talking shit. So we got a match set up with the Ugly Gang against Treehouse and his brother. Now, let's stop right here. The tag team division looks stacked. Now, I don't know when they're going to crown a tag team. You feel me? Because here's the thing. The Infantry has been on there. They had a match. TME, for some of y'all people don't know who it is, go look them up. They're awesome. They actually wrestled for Exodus Pro for EC3. So they are part of NWA system. They're there. I am looking forward to this tag team division. I'm looking forward to the tag team tournament. I'm looking forward to see who's going to be the tag champs. And I'm looking forward to the ASE tag titles. Okay. Now, if I understand, Derek Lockhart designed the belts. Hold on, I gotta do my Bishop Khan. Hold on, because you got to tilt down. Okay. I'm sorry. I love Bishop Khan. I'm a huge fan. Okay. Can we? Okay, look, Tony. Can we please, at some point, put the belt on the gates of agony? I mean, come on. You haven't put the belt on any. The black tag team that you gave us, really, Private Party. I love, I love the Hurt Syndicate. Yes, I love the Hurt Syndicate. Yeah, but at some point, if you're going to take the belts off the Hurt Syndicate, which probably 9 out of 10, you're probably going to put on FTR. At some point, can we please get the Gates of Agony even the AEW Tag Champions or put the Ring of Honor Tag Champions on? Actually, can we put the Ring of Honor Tag titles on them? Because I'm sorry, they need a bigger push. That's just me. But anyway, okay. So the next show, which is coming up, which I think is next month, I forgot the date, they will, the Audacity, okay. Hey, Treehouse, if you happen to see this episode, can you please make a t-shirt for the Audacity because I want one? I am sorry. I really want one because I'm pretty sure wherever you design is going to be fire, but definitely want a t-shirt for the Audacity, but I digress. So that show's coming up. Now, I'm getting to the match of the night in a second. All right. What's next up? I'm trying to get everything. Oh. Keith Mack. Okay. There was a impromptu match. That was a squash match, okay? That happened. At the beginning of the show, this is Keith Mack. And I'm going to tell you what's so funny, right? If you look at his outfit, he has on the McDowell's uniform. He had on the McDowell's t-shirt with the hat and everything, right? And, hold on, wait a second. I'm sorry. What the fuck I'm doing? I'm supposed to be showing y'all this shit. Okay. This is Keith Mack. Now, as you can see, he's wearing the McDowell's outfit. For anybody ever watched Coming to America, excuse me. He wearing the McDowell. Y'all remember McDowell's, right? They got the Golden Arches. We got the Golden Ark. There you go. Well, anyway, that impromptu match, Cedric Alexander came, not Cedric Alexander, God keeps saying him because, yes, I'm a huge Cedric Alexander fan. I'm a mark for him. Anyway. Caprice Coleman, who is the commissioner, he comes out to start the show, to say hello to everybody, and to discuss the women's title, which he has the women's title in his hand. And ASE Star, who I love. Okay, let's do it, shall we? He comes out and he talks his stuff. He said, well, I've been here since day one. Now, for y'all don't know ASE Star, what I love about ASE is they are very inclusive. You had Sunny, y'all know who I'm talking about, Sunny. Sunny Kiss. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. It's late. I'm trying to remember all the names. Sunny Kiss was on this show. He actually had a match against Darius Carter, a very good match, I may add. And ASE Star is like Sunny Kiss. He is let's just say gay. Okay. He comes out and he complains that he hasn't had a match. He hasn't had a single match, and he wants one right now. So, Caprice Coleman, who teases him, says, you want a match right now? You want a match right now? Well, I'm going to give you a match. I'm going to give you a match against one of the people that works the hardest, Keith Mack. He said, you ready? So Keith Mack comes out of his clothes. Hold on, wait a second. I got to find it. I'm going to play it right here. Once again, I can show you better than I can tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Once again, do not flag me. Let's go.
I love
Caprice.
I think one of the best people we can have, one of the hardest working men in the building is Keith.
Oh, Keith Mack. Keith, the party starter.
Keith got fired.
Hold on, wait a second. Do y'all see he has on the McDowell's t-shirt? I just sound like, wait a second, is that a McDowell's t-shirt? But wait, there's more.
Jobs. Keith, are you ready?
Do you see?
The crowd has chosen their favorite.
Nick Shin is coming out. I think, wait a second. He had his gear on already.
You
stay ready.
Okay.
He has on his SpongeBob outfit.
That's what you got to do as a wrestler.
Alexis Lightfoot.
Wrong.
How you doing? You gorgeous, baby.
No, let's go.
He's got his Krabby Patties all out.
Wait. I want y'all to really.
And this match starts. Man, you understand what I'm saying? And
hold on the boot.
Hold on. Damn it. I'm trying to get the outfit. Look at the outfit, ladies and gentlemen. He has on a SpongeBob singlet. God, you a brave man. It was a squash match. It didn't last long, people. It did not last long at all. Didn't last long at all. So, there you go. So, that match last long. But I had to bring it up because I found that so cool. That he had on the SpongeBob singlet. I said, well, damn, ain't that some shit? You know? But this lets you know how entertaining this show was, man. You know, sometimes the indies are better than the mainstream because they're not restricted to certain shit and they can do more. You feel me? So, now, I'm trying to make sure I got all the damn matches. Yep, this is my man, ASE Star. He was there. That's the guy that came to the ring, as you saw. And he came out with his homeboy to win the match. But he come out with his homeboy who actually helped him win the match. I'm trying to remember what else happened within that match. Hold on, I'm about to see. Hold on. Oh, y'all got to see the security guard. I'm sorry. You have to see the security guard. I'm sorry. You got to see the security guard, people. Now, at the end of the match, after he defeated Keith Mack, they began to beat down Keith Mack, and the security came out to help, to save Keith Mack. And take a look at the security guard who, please let him have a match. And they should have a tag match against him to the next show. I'm just saying.
Zamir, you've got a security guard behind you. Oh, wait a second. Oh! Security guard can hoop a little bit.
He can.
Oh, my God.
He said this is top.
Wow. First of all, like I said, I'm seeing dudes do moves that nobody else is fucking doing in the indies. I never seen anyone ram to the rope, turn him around, and then catch him. I'm just saying, bro. There's some innovative motherfuckers on this roster. Now, where else we gotta go? All right, let's go back and take a look. Now, I think I didn't hit all the matches. Have I hit all the matches? Have I hit all the matches? I think I got one left to discuss. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. I think we got everything. Yep. Oh, for anyone that wants to know, once again, this is Audacity. You feel me? Saveev Al-Sabah and his brother, Treehouse Lee. Now, they had a tag match against this tag team called The Culture on last season, ASE. Very good match. These two dudes are beasts. So if you haven't seen Treehouse or his brother, y'all need to go find them and check them out, especially as a tag team, man. It wouldn't surprise me they end up being the tag champs. I'm just saying. So, now, the last match to discuss, which is interesting. Hold on, let me find my boy. Oh, it's 2 matches left. Teacher versus student. The king, or excuse me, the best, Cedric Alexander against the student, the gifted one, Yaya. Now, let me come back here. First of all, y'all already know who Cedric Alexander is. Let me explain to you Yaya. Yaya is probably one of the most. Jacob Fatu ain't got shit on this motherfucker. Jacob Fatu ain't got shit on the gifted one, Yaya. Go look. Look up gifted one, Yaya, and watch his matches. This match was 5 stars. Fuck you, Dave Meltzer. You can go look at it and say, no, it's not. No, fuck you. It was 5 stars. Go watch the match, please. For anyone that's watching my show, go watch that match. Great pacing. Great back and forth. Great technical. Little high flying. Cedric Alexander, of course, wins. Of course, he showed that he being the veteran, he was smarter than the student. You feel me? He defeats Yaya. At the end of it, you think he's going to cut a complimentary promo on Yaya saying, you the next, you the future, such and such. Should I play the promo? Let's play the promo. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Try to get to it. Give me 1 second, people. Here we go. Let me come out of here. Let's listen to the promo. He completely trashed this man, which, after y'all hear this, my theory of why the promo went the way it is, and we're going to be seeing the King return. Let's go.
Since then, nothing. Nothing. I'm glad you feel that way.
Right
There was no nerves whatsoever.
This here,
he was
Cedric
ready,
Alexander.
willing and able. He was ready to come here. He was ready to get in the ASE ring and ready for Yaya.
And he's ready also, it looks like, to talk to the crowd as we're going to let him say his piece inside the ring.
Whew. Okay. I gotta say, it feels good to hear that. I love you too. As you all know, I haven't been home in a long time. And I left the North Carolina indie scene 8 years ago. And I left it in the hands of young men like Yaya. Would you all say he's done a good job holding the torch of North Carolina wrestling? I'm glad you feel that way because I am sorely, sorely disappointed.
Oh, wait a second.
Big words from Cedric.
Yeah,
Disappointment.
I left 8 years ago. 8 years ago. And what have you done since then? Nothing. Nothing. You're in the same spot doing the same thing you were almost a decade ago.
Oh, my goodness.
And you know what? I gotta be honest.
Coming.
It makes me sick.
The trainer has become the
Here's
daddy.
why. Here's why. 8 years ago, I was the product. I was the one in North Carolina who was making it run. Me alone. And I left it to guys like Ya, to guys like Darius, this whole in North Carolina scene. And you know what? They failed. They failed. They failed.
What's
no.
Your boo?
I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the cold, hard truth. Why? In 8 years' time, am I the only one to make it out?
Those are valid questions. Valid questions.
I want to tell you something right now.
I mean, come on.
If
Is this
you
the time and place?
ever think that you can step up to my level, you are sorely mistaken. And if you're going to be the same man you have been for the last 8 years, this Carolina scene is doomed. So thank God for Cedric Alexander coming back to save it.
Wait, how did?
Now, here's my theory. Why did the promo go that way? One, he's apparently coming back. If you watch the match, Yaya had too much respect for his teacher. He had too much respect for the teacher. In the words of Machiavelli, he was scared to outshine the master. So now the story is going to be told of Yaya learning to outshine Cedric Alexander, because apparently Cedric Alexander is going to be a part of ASE. That's part of the reason why I believe he went to TNA, because TNA is allowing him to go wrestle with other promotions, you know what I'm saying, and still have a high spot with TNA on their roster. Because he just basically took Mustafa Ali's crew from Mustafa Ali. And he's about to have a feud with Mustafa Ali, which I am so looking forward to that match. Actually, it would be kind of funky if he goes against Yaya again and Mustafa Ali comes and interferes. But, okay, look, he's not black, but come on, he's close enough. But anyway, I digress. I think they're going to have a second match. I think Yaya is not going to be as respectful in this next match. because you can see that he was trying to make it. He was trying to make it a friendly competition, which he should have not. You feel where I'm coming from? He should have not made a friendly competition. He should have took it to Cedric Alexander. I think the mistake that he made was, well, storyline-wise, that throughout the story of the match, that he was so happy to wrestle his mentor, he didn't think about beating his mentor by any means necessary. See? So, I'm expecting a second match between these two. When? I don't know. But I would love to see it. Because that match was fucking good. And to me, like I said, Yaya, the gifted one, Yaya, Cedric Alexander just basically told you he's the next up. He's the next up. He's the one that everyone is watching because he's a big dude that can move like he moves. You feel me? It wouldn't surprise me. I'm surprised that WWE ain't gave him an ID contract. Because that motherfucker moves like that dang Jacob Fatu. For real. I thought some of the shit he was doing, he going to get up and do the Jacob Fatu. No brakes, all gas. You know what I mean? You feel me? But trust and believe, Yaya, I expect him to be a future ASE champion at some point. And I do expect a second match for you two. Because I don't, the way that promo went, it's no way in hell that it could have been left like that. So I'm thinking at the next show, if Cedric Alexander's in the building, y'all going to call him out, or he's going to be on the internet, and be like, you had so much to say, let's have a second match. The first time, I was looking at you like big brother. After that promo, after what you said to me, all right, this time, respect out the window. You're going to get the real gifted one. That's what I want to see. That's what the fuck I want to see. You feel me? So, but it tells me that we're going to be seeing more Cedric Alexander. I think he might be, no, it's Tag Festival, so I know he ain't going to be a part of Tag Festival with Deadlock Pro because they got their tag tournament coming up. But I am expecting to see Cedric Alexander again in Deadlock Pro and even on ASE at some point. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I even love the fact that, let me tell you something, Big Swole is going to back her husband. She's going to back her baby. She was like, hey, he's just speaking the truth. That's a good question. I said, well, damn. And she said she wasn't going to be biased. She said she was going to be biased. She was like, no, that's husband. I'm going to back my husband. So now, the last match I got to talk about. See, y'all going to get more review of stuff like this because I don't get the truth. I love WWE. I love AEW, but this is black professional wrestling, man. I got to give y'all the full tilt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to give you my opinion on what I think was the best. No, you need to know who the fuck these people is and put some respect on my state's independent sector. Now, back to my point. But the last match we're going to talk about is for the Pan-African Diaspora Championship. As the champ, the journeyman, Suge D, a.k.a. Pineapple Pete, went against Isaiah Broner. The Problem. Isaiah Broner. Now, whoo. Never heard of dude. I know he's from, I think, Naptown Wrestling, which is some wrestling out of the Midwest. And they had wrestled before, and he defeated Suge D in a non-title match. Okay? And he's also the husband for Jaslyn Navarro. So, and let me tell you this right now. need to get the problem on their goddamn show. This a big, meaty motherfucker. And he gave it to Suge D. I dare say, if it weren't for Bishop Khan coming in to interfere in the match, we might have had a new champion. Sorry, Suge D, but he had you dead to rights, bro. So the match was back and forth, very good match. It was his power against Suge D's experience. At first, he was dominating Suge D. And then Suge D took over the match by out-wrestling him. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Right when we had the crescendo of the match, and it looked like it might end with Suge D losing, Bishop Khan hits the ring and decimate both men and calls out Suge D. Suge D in return said, you know something? He said, oh, I love the line. I got to say this. He said, I see the Tony Khan ain't keeping you busy enough. So he's like, if you ain't got nothing to do July 21st, that's the new date. Yeah. I'll jump your ass to the front of the line and we can have the match. So Suge D will defend the Pan-African Diaspora title against Bishop Khan. But Isaiah Broner got screwed out of a title match. Disqualification, no contest. At the end of it, Suge D tried to shake his hand. He said, no, motherfucker, I don't want your handshake. I want that title. So is it a possibility that we are heading to a three-way dance for that title at some point? Because this is my prediction. Bishop Khan and Suge D going to have their match. I would love to see Isaiah Broner come and interfere that match to return the favor to Bishop Khan. And in turn, we have a three-way dance for that title. I'm all for it. I am all for it. All for it. Plus, Johnson Navarro at some point is going to get a shot at Suge D. Now, understand with the Pan-African Diaspora title, it can be held by a man or a woman. Because before Suge D, Trisha Adora was the champ for over 1,000 some odd days. He's working on 600 and some change. So, and that's what I like about that belt. It's not no quick change. It ain't no hot potato. No, that belt is very prestigious in our community. You know, actuality, they're making both that belt and the ASE title equal. So will we see Suge D go against Darius Carter at some point? I would like to see that. Darius Carter either go for that belt or Suge D go for the ASE title. You feel me? Now, if I was booking it, just saying, I would have Suge D go for the ASE title but lose, which sets up Darius Carter to face him for the Pan-African title, or winner takes all. I'm just saying, because at some point, they got to face off. So, but on the whole, this show was fire, man. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that let's just say I'm very glad that they did make this free on YouTube. And I hope to do the next one free on YouTube. But I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're going to do it on pay-per-view. They don't have a streaming service per se. What it is when you go on ASE, hold on, I'm about to pull up ASE's website if you don't mind. Let me see. Yes, let me go to the website real quick so y'all can get a good look at this. This is their store. Now, this is their pay-per-view. I'm pretty sure the next show that they're going to do is probably going to be their pay-per-view or what have is going to be on here. Where you purchase it, you're able to download it and watch it. Let me see. I'll just click on one. Yeah, if you purchase it, you'll be able to download it, and so forth, what have you. Plus, they got merch. I plan to get me a ASE either hoodie or get me a t-shirt. I'm just saying, man, I want me a t-shirt. You feel what I'm saying? I want me a t-shirt, bro. Yeah, I want me a t-shirt and a cap. I'm just saying. But yeah, they got like I said before, they have their pay-per-view or what have you. I'm pretty sure the next show will be on pay-per-view. As far as their show, because they did have a show at one time that they did have a weekly episodic show that came on YouTube on a regular basis. I know Darius was like, I haven't been able to do it because it takes a lot of editing. Darius, can we get a show? Can we get a season 2? I'm just saying, we just need a season 2. I would love a season 2, period. You ain't got to, you can have your pay-per-views, but, one of those shows, can we get a, can we get a show? You know what I'm saying? Like you did before. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Because to me, the promos, the matches, the interviews, it was great. Now, the one thing I did forget, apparently, EC3 cool to the motherfucker because one of his top talents, former Exodus Pro champion, God damn it, with that Big Daddy, God, what's that boy name? Hold on. Oh, give me 1 second. Big Daddy Smooth. Yeah, Big Daddy Smooth. He was on the show tonight. And I think at some point he will be introduced. Well, excuse me, he will debut on ASE at some point. And I'm looking forward to that. Now, before I go, I got some requests, Mr. Lockhart. Okay, because since you did get your man from Exodus Pro, Big Daddy Sweets, and you able to get people from AEW and so forth. All right. Warren, can we get the genetic nightmare Mike Anthony from Memphis Wrestling? Can we get my man, the master of Fat Jitsu? Can we get Marco Harris from EPW to come to ASE? You feel me? Because I would love to see them in the mix. Now, I know the Jack, he ain't going to be back because he's going to be locked down. Or he might not be. We might see him again. I don't know. But y'all need to go over there to Tennessee. There's a couple of them brothers that need to come over here. You feel me? I'm just saying. As well as, it's some black wrestlers I would love to see on ASE. That's just me. If we're going to have black wrestling, let's have all the top Negroes on here, baby. You feel me? I am going to try to go to one of these shows, man. I wish they would bring one to Durham, man. Damn, y'all went to Greensboro. I mean, how hard is it to come to Durham? Damn, come to Chapel Hill. But I might have to take a trip to Charlotte to catch one of these shows, especially if they're going to do it on a regular basis, slingshot. You feel me? I'm starting to see that Deadlock Pro is doing regular shows at the Armory to where it's becoming a regular thing. I'm loving that. I'm definitely going to go to the one on the 16th, I think, with Tag Festival coming up. Let me make sure. Deadlock Pro. see what's coming up next. Yep, Tag Festival. And yep, July 13th, baby, in Durham. So I'll be trying to go to that to see that. And also, I think let me make sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to the Tag Festival. I'm actually going to try to go check it out because I didn't get to see the victory lap, unfortunately. But I am going to try to make this one. And like I said, I'm hoping and praying that Ashe comes this way. And I hope to see Ashe in person. I would love to see that shit live, man, for real. So I hope y'all enjoyed my review of Ashe Wrestling, Return of the King. Like I said, if I happen to go to DPW, I will review that as well as a separate show. You know, this is not a part of the season this is not Pro Wrestling Smoke 10. This is a special edition because you see, ain't no way in hell that I could have fit the review of this and King of the Ring in 2 hours. So when I get up in the morning, I'm going to do my normal Pro Wrestling Smoke. You feel me? This is special and will be dropping as soon as I get up in the morning. I'll probably put it together, drop it on YouTube, as well as all my, outlets, what have you, period. And then, like I said, Monday will be the normal release where I will be talking about, King and Queen of the Ring, talk about what happened on AEW, and so forth. You feel me? So all I'm going to say is Ashe, 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 Ashe. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Ashe.